Today, we're going to be talking about managing construction projects with RedTeam Go. So Cynthia, our senior industry specialist, is going to be walking us through RedTeam Go and showing you that platform. I'd like to introduce us as presenters today. So you have myself, Ben Wolf. I'm an enterprise account executive here at RedTeam. I started off my construction tech career at Procore, moving on to Bluebeam, and more recently here at RedTeam, and it's been amazing so far. Cynthia is our senior industry specialist, comes from 10 years of construction background. She actually implemented RedTeam at her last company and was the admin for RedTeam. So a little bit about RedTeam. We were built for contractors by contractors. In 2008, our founder, Michael Wright, who is a general contractor himself, created RedTeam just to make lives better for other general contractors. Flash forward to today, Michael's actually our chief strategy officer and also still works at his GC. So as you can imagine, the feedback is direct and really helpful and keeps our product best in class. So one thing that's a little bit unique about RedTeam is we sell specifically to general contractors in the commercial space. I do want to talk a little bit about our integrations here with RedTeam Go. We have some amazing integrations with QuickBooks, so both QuickBooks Online and QuickBooks Desktop. You can go to our integrations page, again, at redteam.com and go check out what pushes and pulls with those integrations with RedTeam Go. All right, and without further ado, Cynthia is going to pop open RedTeam Go and show us this platform. All right, Cynthia.
Awesome. Thank you, Ben, for the introduction. Yes, I am going to share my screen now and show you RedTeam Go. RedTeam Go is a full suite construction management software. It is meant to take your projects from pre-construction through closeout. So it has estimating, bid solicitation, subcontract management, budget management. It's all inclusive. So we don't compartmentalize anything in the platform. It all comes with the subscription. We also have a client portal that is complementary inside of RedTeam Go. Also, a subcontractor portal inside of RedTeam Go that is also complementary. Today, I am going to focus on the platform that the internal team is going to be using in your company. When I say teams, I am referring to project managers, project coordinators, project engineers, superintendents, and also the office staff. This right here is the main dashboard. As a matter of fact, let me take it back a little bit further. Going back, this is the dashboard that is company-wide. Everyone logging into RedTeam Go will see this firsthand and understand what are the to-do items across the company for all the employees. The bid to contract ratio, because we're doing estimating in here, also construction management. We get to understand out of all the bids that are being submitted, what's the percentage of those awards? This platform is really powerful for commercial general contractors that are primarily doing the traditional construction delivery method, which is design, bid, build. You're bidding against other general contractors for the most part. You're receiving the work by award. And then once you receive a notice of commencement, you can start permitting process, a contracting process. And even in the beginning steps of creating your project, sending out a proposal package to the client, all of that can be done inside of the platform. To navigate from job to job, we do so right here. I'm going to go ahead and click on one that is in pre-construction. It's in bidding right now. That's the status. One thing about RedTeam Go is that if you have jobs that are very similar in scope, you're doing repeatable work, you can actually duplicate a project. So once you duplicate a project, it'll save a lot of things like the estimate, pricing that you receive from your subcontractors, notes that you capture during estimating. All of that is going to be captured on a job that you duplicate. All of these items here on the plan room are accessible to subcontractors during the bidding process and also after they receive a subcontract from you. In the addenda, we store all of the addendums that you've received during bidding, drawings, which are all of the sets of drawings that you receive. You can actually save them in here by set. Also, if you have any revisions, we do have version control. You can mark up your drawings. We have OCR, so we help you label all the drawings. You don't have to do it by hand. We have a section for photos, specifications. So that's the plan room. In the bidding module, we have a worksheet, AKA your estimate. And this is where you break down your estimate. You have the ability here to configure all of the markups for the project. When you're creating a job in RedTeam Go, not only can you duplicate it from another one that you've done in the past, also you have the ability to save estimate templates. So if every estimator has their own template that they want to use with a list of cost codes and assemblies and all of that, you can just grab that template. Something common inside of RedTeam Go is doing templates for different types of projects, like residential projects, commercial projects, tenant build outs, and a common one is actually tenant build out inside of RedTeam Go. We give you 5 templates out of the box. After that, you can build your own. All right. You can bid out all of the items in your estimate in here. Using this gavel icon, it'll let you see all of the bids that you've received so far from these companies. You're able to adjust the bid. So let's say you want to go with the lowest bidder, but not necessarily that you want to carry the same amount on your main estimate. You can adjust the bid by, in this case, I did a $15,000 adjustment. That means that I want to go ahead and go with this subcontractor, but in my estimate for the electrical cost code, I want to instead put in there my price of $135,000. And then I'm still going to send the subcontract out for 120,000. So giving me some room there for contingency or in case a subcontractor missed something major on their scope. When subcontractors are invited to bid, they receive this bid portal. Inside of here, they have the ability to break down their bids. They can upload their PDF in here, view, like I said before, addenda, drawings, specifications, photos, all of that, and they can submit the bid to you. One thing to note, they don't have to log into that. They will receive an email from your company with a link. They can access that and they can move forward with everything else. We have invitations, and automatically RedTeam Go will recognize all of the cost codes that you have on your estimate and build a invitation list for you. So you don't have to build one from scratch. However, if you have bid invitation list templates that you want to use, you have maybe your favorite subcontractors, you can save those as well and replace the auto-generated list with your favorite subcontractors. Not that we have favorite subcontractors. Also, if you want, you can remove some of the subcontractors that are auto-populated in this list and save some, delete some, and then send it out for, send all the invitations out by the click of a button, by the way. We can alter the bid invite email right here and then manage invitation responses. RedTeam Go will give you this list right here, ready for you to start calling, asking for bids. You can filter this list by the bidders that have responded yes, no, maybe, not replied. Print a list of your bid invitation list. That way you can go down the line and make phone calls to all of them and add your notes. If the subcontractors aren't very tech savvy, that's okay, no big deal. You have the ability to actually enter the response on their behalf, add the proposal attachment, add comments right here, or even add private comments right here. Okay, jumping into the scope of work area. Here you have the ability to refine the scope of work. All of these notes can be added by selecting that plus sign icon and adding notes, but also you have the ability to save default notes on your scope of work. For example, things like permitting is being excluded, dumpsters are being excluded. All of those exclusions can be defaulted into your account and you can pick and choose which items you want to add. Otherwise, all of these trade notes right here can be added directly from the estimate. You don't even have to go into this page to add these notes. So as you're reviewing the drawings, things are coming out of the page at you and you want to capture those notes, capture them on the estimate, and automatically RedTeam will bring them to this page. So all of that to say, in the proposal module, RedTeam will give you an entire template that you can create, configure to fit your needs. You can add reports that you wish to add, move pages around. You could also insert pages from your computer, for example, resumes for your superintendents, project manager resumes, import all those items, and submit a proposal package from RedTeam to your clients by just clicking email. RedTeam Go will auto-generate a PDF package and we'll send it to the owner. They don't have to click on links or anything. They'll just review the attachment and approve that proposal. In the case of hard bid jobs where you have to print it out and provide physically with a document of that, an envelope with that document, you can do so as well by printing it out and it'll auto-generate a PDF that can be exported. Additionally, you could email this to yourself or export it to PDF and then send it via email to the owner entity. Okay. In pre-construction, you have the ability to still create pre-construction RFIs. You can manage your project documents, meetings, submittals. All of these items are available during pre-construction. Things that are not available during this stage include putting together your closeouts, putting together billing to the client, change orders, and subcontract agreements. In order to do those things, we have to first submit the proposal to the client, get that proposal approved, and then the project gets moved into a actually, in that proposal stage, when we go into the proposal status inside of RedTeam, you have some functionality, pretty cool functionality. So let's see what those are. Any job that is in pending, that means that we have submitted a proposal. We're waiting to hear back from the owner to see if our bid was accepted. In this stage, let's say that the owner said, okay, well, we want to move forward. You can actually come in here and build your owner contract. If you have an AI license, we can enable these AI templates. Otherwise, you can create these from scratch and it'll be super, super custom with all of the verbiage that you want. You can have multiple owner contracts, as many as you want in the system, and send these out for electronic signature. Electronic signature, on that note, is complimentary. You do not need to buy DocuSign, Adobe Sign, or anything like that. We will give it to you out of the box. So it's a very complete package here. Okay, so navigating back into the projects menu, I'm going to go ahead and jump into a job that is in progress. In progress is the next stage after pending. So the client signed the proposal, you're good to go. They signed the owner contract and you're ready to issue out those subcontract agreements. Good news is that RedTeam Go will auto-generate those subcontract agreements for you. All you have to do is select the template that you want to use. Again, unlimited templates that you can create out of the box will give you a subcontract template and a purchase order template. Aside from that, you can build more into your account. So in the commitment section, navigating into the subcontract, you can create 12 subcontract agreements inside of RedTeam Go in under 6 minutes. And that's because we will do all of the work for you. All you do is select the template you want to use, review it, make any changes that you need to make, and send it out for signature. Again, complimentary signature. All right. Once you send out those subcontract agreements, you can send out purchase orders, manage your budget, your job cost. All of these tools right here are available for you to use now that you're in progress and a lot of fun things are happening. Navigating back into the project list, I want to show you a project that has a job cost report. This right here is a window that allows you to see the percentage of costs that are being billed by the subcontractors. And the subcontractors will be able to use the vendor portal to submit pay applications. We will auto-generate AI-style pay applications on the subcontractor's behalf. We require all of the things that you require. For example, certificates of insurance, W-9. We can require all the items like vendor supplier list, all the items that you want to require, you can before they submit that pay application to you. You could also require those before you even send the subcontract agreement or after they receive it before they can sign it. They can send those things to you. So all those items are easy in RedTeam. Any questions so far, Ben, on the chat?
No, I think you're hitting everything on the head, so nothing
Okay,
yet.
awesome. This is really a software that's all inclusive, highly collaborative because you can have those external collaborators logging into their portals. Architects and engineers, they don't have to log in to respond to things like RFIs and submittals. Let me go to a job actually that has some of those items. However, if you do need them to log in for any reason whatsoever, they do have a portal where they can access that and they can review their RFIs, respond to them, and review any submittals as well. Okay, RFIs are very simple in RedTeam. In fact, let me show you one in draft so you can see what it looks like. This is the RFI form, super straightforward, to the point. Add your question. You can add plans into this, cost codes, develop your distribution list, and send it out to the architect for review. Subcontractors have the ability to create their own RFIs inside of the client portal. Okay. Going back into another job here, I'm going to go over some of the closeout packages that we have. So let's go into, let me go back to my project list. Now I'm navigating from job to job because I want to show you all of the functionalities that we have in the software. Okay. So in the closeout here, we have punch list capabilities. You can create your punch list from the app, also from within the RedTeam module. Substantial completion letter will be auto-generated by RedTeam for you. So you just select the template and RedTeam will auto-generate the substantial completion letter ready for you to sign it and send it to the architect after the job is completed. We also auto-generate your warranty letters for all of the subcontractors that you've awarded subcontracts to. So simply view them, and if everything is all right, you can export them out of RedTeam Go and send them to the subcontractors for signature. This section doesn't have electronic signatures yet, but you have the ability to export warranty letters and send those out for signature. We have reports available here. You can pick from a number of these reports, add them to meeting minutes, agendas, distribute those agendas to all of the stakeholders. Pay applications are created inside of RedTeam Go, and I want to show you something super, super awesome. You can bill by amount, by percentage of completion. RedTeam Go will automatically let you know right here all of the costs that you've incurred on each individual schedule of value line item. The way that we do that is by, on the background, without the client knowing, we're linking cost codes to the schedule of value line items of the pay application. So for your benefit, you'll be able to see all of the costs that are tied to those line items. As far as the owner's concerned, they're not seeing anything like that. They're only seeing a schedule of values, which let me show you what that looks like. They're only seeing this, a pay application template that we auto-generate, AI style, schedule of values and the items that you're billing against. And we will auto-generate for you a lien release template. This is unconditional and conditional at the same time, so it has verbiage for both. And we have electronic signature and notary that you can use inside of RedTeam Go before you send this package out to the owner. Aside from that, we have the email section right here. And this is very useful because you can go through all of the items here that you see listed and see which emails were generated and sent regarding those individual items. In addition to that, you can send emails from RedTeam Go. to any of the stakeholders on the project. Right here. Daily reports are available on the web as well as on the app. So you can create those. You'll be able to create a schedule from scratch inside of RedTeam Go. It will automatically pop up this window that'll ask you if you want to use an existing template. You can create as many schedule templates as you want to. They're Gantt schedules. You also have the ability to tell RedTeam, I want to go ahead and bring in all of the cost codes that I had in my estimate, and I want you, RedTeam, to create a schedule for me. And so what it does is it'll auto-populate all of the cost codes here that you had on your estimate, and then you can go down the list and maybe remove items that are not schedule related. In this case, for example, general cost. We don't want that one on the schedule. So we can go ahead and delete that. Move these around, link dependencies, processors, all of those items just by dragging. So let's see here. So simply dragging, or you can just modify the dates. The nice thing about RedTeam Go is that on the schedule, it'll actually show you here all of the items that have been subcontracted out. So for example, items that have my name as a general contractor have not yet been subcontracted out. Things that have other people's names, like the subcontractor project manager, that's when you can see that those items were subcontracted out and someone else is responsible for those items. The vendor portal has the ability to show the subcontractors the schedule, so they can be always up to date on the schedule. Okay, well, that is a high-level overview of RedTeam Go. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to just pop them on the chats, and we'll be happy to answer those for you.
Thanks, Cynthia. I feel like every time I go through this with you, I learn something new. So thanks for that. Also, one other thing I want to call out is I love how easy it is that the navigation is always on the left-hand side. It just makes it so easy to just pop in and out of different features. So yeah, thank you. That was awesome. I don't think we have any questions at the moment, but I did want to share my screen one more time. If you liked what you saw and you want to talk a little bit more about RedTeam Go, or if you want to talk about your company and your needs, feel free to use this QR code here on the left and book a meeting with us. We'd love to talk with you about that. Also, we'll be at CFMA conference in Dallas on the 19th through the 21st of May. I will actually be there live. So if you're going to be there, please don't be shy. Stop on by. Let's have a conversation. And then lastly, feel free to go to our YouTube channel where you can explore all of our videos, and we will be taking this recorded one and putting it on there too. So if you'd like to go back and replay parts of this demo, please feel free to do so. And then last but not least, thank you again for taking time out of your Friday to join us here at RedTeam, and we wish you a lovely weekend. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Cynthia.
Thanks, Ben.